It's Media Day here for Top Tier's Relentless show, which is taking place on the 25th of May from York Hall live on DAZN. And I'm joined by a fighter who is on that card, former WBA World Bantamweight Champion Nina Hughes. It's so good to have you on a Top Tier show. How are you feeling about being on this one?
Yeah, I'm excited. Looking forward to it and looking forward to just getting back out there in the ring again.
Now, we spoke to Johnny earlier and he sort of gave us a background of sort of your and his relationships. You've known each other for a long, long time. He's been involved in your career for a long time when you won the world title. How good is it, the fact that you're now going to be fighting on one of his shows?
Yeah, it's brilliant because I remember he came to Dubai when I won my world title and he was telling us all about his idea of setting up a promotional company. And so now he's set up and it's doing so well. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Have you watched the previous shows and what have you made of them?
Yeah, I've been to most of the previous shows. They've all been good shows. So yeah, all this whole setup, everything's brilliant. So.
And obviously on DAZN as well. So it's the coverage for these technically small hall.
Yeah, it's a great platform for a small hall show, and it doesn't have that small hall feel. He's done everything brilliant for it.
Now, you're fighting on the show, a comeback fight. You're looking to get back to winning ways. You know, won the world title and then, you know, you've had 2 defeats now. What are you wanting? Are you just wanting to sort of get back to that level? What is the sort of aim for this particular fight?
Where it's just been such a short turnaround, it's just about getting back in the ring, performing again, and then seeing what comes after that.
How have you sort of adapted to the defeats that you've had? Because, as you say, quick turnaround from your last fight. So what have you had time off from the gym or have you just gone straight back into it?
I did have a few weeks off, and then as soon as I was offered this opportunity, I just went straight back in the gym, jumped at the chance.
And are you sort of making changes? You know, you've fought at such a high level.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you need to make changes now, or is it's just a case of getting back in there and getting into it again?
I think it's just about getting back in there. I was so inactive before. Obviously, the first fight, my first fight against Shanika, all the controversy. Obviously, it goes down as a loss, but we believe we won. And then second time, I just felt like I didn't perform. It's not so much about making adjustments in the gym; it's more about performing on the night. And we made all the adjustments in the gym, but unfortunately, I just felt like I didn't perform on the night. So. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to, I think, where it was 10 months apart, I think in the last 2 or 3 years I've boxed like 2 or 3 times. It's been like every 10 months. So it's good to stay back active, get back in the ring straight away and just go on from there.
That is quite unusual for women's boxing to only have that few fights really, because there is such a sort of small pool. You do end up fighting more. So has that been quite hard to sort of adapt to not being as active?
Yeah, because my first year of being a professional, I boxed 5 times in the first year. I won my world title and it all went wrong from there. Since I won my world title, it was that much harder to get the fights and stay active. So, yeah, now I've lost my world title. I'm looking forward to getting back active and then get back the good big opportunities.
Yeah, because obviously with this fight, you know, you get the win on May 25th. Are you looking just to sort of have whatever fights are offered, or is there a structure to get back to the sort of world level?
No, I want to get back to world level, obviously. This one, we've been looking at a few undefeated fighters, but they've turned it down, unfortunately. So this one is just about staying active and getting back in there. But I want the big fights. I want the world title opportunities. So we just have to look to see what there is.
I mean, it shouldn't be too long till you're back into that state. You know, you've been at that level, and that should be a sort of quick opportunity to come. But in the meantime, is it quite hard to get the fights? As you say, you were trying to look at undefeated fighters. Because you've been at that level, is it harder to get matched?
Definitely, because no one wants to take that risk unless it's for a title or unless you're going to pay them loads of money, which isn't like it can't happen. So, yeah, it's definitely hard to find a good opponent.
So what are we expecting from you on May the 25th? What can the fans look forward to seeing?
Just a great performance, getting back in the ring, enjoying myself, and I'm just going to have fun and hopefully get a stoppage.
Okay. And so by the end of the year, are you looking to have had a few fights, or are you looking back into title fights then?
Yeah, hopefully get this one out of the way, and I want to get back into title contention.
Well, it's so good to have you on the show. Final word to the fans who will be tuning in?
Just come support me. I'm grateful for everyone that's bought a ticket already, and I can't wait to get in there.
Great to have you on the show.
Thanks.